these teachings is truly bringing you out of that dogmatic traditional society where we're here, and to creating that and tapping into the essence of God and who he is by bringing out that light in us. And as we are connected to him, we activate that word of God. And I will be providing that link down below in the video for those who are interested in wanting to activate that blueprint within them, truly see that destiny that they're meant to be. This channel is truly bringing out that alignment that we have with Jesus, our God, our sovereign, and he is, again, the only true light, the only highest, only Son of God that is in control of the universe. And so we are on verse 13, the book of Ecclesiastes. Verse 13 says, "And I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. This sore travail hath God given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith." So the key point here is I gave my heart. You're tuning in that alignment with God of one's destiny, of what you can hear. And when you read the word of God, you're able to go through beyond of that text and activate and see that the heart is connected to paradise. And it explains more in the Ethiopian Bible, of the other canons. And so you dive into these things and you start receiving downloads, informations of how that looks like and how to really live that life in alignment in God's will, because your blueprint is actually activated. So in this angle, from this verse 13, we'll be looking into Empress Makaso of Japan, where she was actually didn't want to go into that realm as a dictatorship, and her role to she navigates through this whole worldview of how to work in that leadership, and she didn't want to go into the monarchy in a way to limit her in her role. And the husband that she was dating at that time, she had actually denied him twice, and it's because she didn't want to be that in hidden mode of the monarchy where she couldn't really stand for who she was, because in many cultures and many traditions and many hierarchies of monarchy, government, royal families, you are asked to be more like the second in line of the primary ruler. And so from his stance, when they were dating, they were like anyone who really loves someone, the man is the protector. And so he promised her that if she married him, he would protect her for all her lifetime under his care. And so she finally accepted him. And so she is very much a starseed, very much in that mode of presenting and carrying out her character. And throughout our lifetimes, we'll see individuals who haven't carried that type of role, and they've been boxed in and they've been suppressed and had that trauma within them, and so they can't express themselves. They go, when the environment around them is too structured and in a way that limits them in carrying their blueprint and their destiny or their passion in life, their mission, calling, they end up truly just going more within. And as one goes more within, the downside of it is when a person becomes shut down. And that's what these medications do. A lot of them, they shut you down. And so in the outside realm of the outside environment of where she was at, she eventually became more secluded, more internally introverted, and didn't really carry who she was until she came out of that box recently to truly present what she is, and carry out that diplomatic role and work with other nations. And so when it comes to the verse, and search by wisdom concerning all things, and that's where, as you are in alignment, you become in that search mode of what is next. You're always listening to God. You're always there. And that's where she was at. She was always listening to the people, listening to the environment, listening to the planet, listening to what can be. And that's how, when it comes to like those who are more focused on the humanitarian level of how to upstep the planet's consciousness, the planet's environment, the cosmic level aspect of it is where God is giving you that transmission to carry forward of the information that he has given you. And so in this case, in what she's done, she's carried that along with the support of her husband. And again, and you'll see a lot of monarchy, governments, nations, countries, where they are really in supportive of their wife and their role in that whole royal family, where neither one is that higher than the other. They're equal. And so that's where the Ethiopian Bible presents the soul as being the woman, the female being more in alignment with the son, the male, and they are in that pair unit of supporting each other in this strong power couple, which I describe more in the courses. And when it comes to just understanding these verses, as we are on verse 13 going forward, this format is not going to be so much in a word for word. It will be more in the format and in general aspects. So you have an idea what this verse is talking about. And I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom. That by wisdom is coming to God, by wisdom is aligning into that, and concerning all things that are done under heaven. So there is where you tap into God's guidance, and you are bringing forth in the action. God is using you as the instrument. And so that's where Makaso was being used to present who she was, and all these other royalty figures that have walked that line in the alignment, in the relationship with God and Yeshua. And as long as I have that relationship, and outside of that traditional Christianity's, if you come out of that, and like the Ethiopian Bible, it gives you more a bigger depth of understanding of the Christian world and how to walk that Christ essence and activate that. And so the Western religions is more boxed in, where you have your elder as your pastors and so forth. The Roman Catholic, where they follow under the Pope, and so and going to church, going to organizations where you are in that protocol to carry and follow through. But when it comes to activating that blueprint within you as what did Makaso, she is following in that guidance of God. And it says here, under heaven, she's being guided by God's guidance. So he's putting in that work through her. And so she is carrying God's work. And so this sore travail hath God given to the sons of man. So she knows she's an instrument. She knows that God is using her, giving her that essence, responsibility. And anyways, so it's just an exercise. And so I'll be right back. My husband, hold on. So anyways, hopefully you're able to really understand that part of the teaching, but that's the whole essence of the teaching when it comes to the book of Ecclesiastes and what we've been going through. These verses is truly walking that and truly understand what that label is. And so she was truly more introverted and really needed to get out of that. And she carried that out in her relationship with God and her relationship with others. And so that solution to get out of that box is to truly have that alignment and that relationship with God. And so thank you for joining me in this session of this teaching, and I will see you next week. And again, I will post the link down below, and may you have a wonderful rest of the week, and I'll see you. God bless.